Hi guys, Julian speaking here, and I'm Julian from Hyperion Dev, and today we'll be going through the installation of Python. So yeah, I have to mention that my screen again is on my right side. So if I look on the other side, please forgive me about that. So Python, if you haven't seen that yet in your very first lectures, it's a programming language that will allow us to write other softwares. So Python itself, it's a programming language, but then there are multiple other programming languages that will allow you to almost the same thing, but Python is one of the easiest programming language you would ever use to write softwares. So, for example, in Netflix and Uber, there's a whole lot of parts of those applications that are written in with the Python programming language. So, um, to basically start here with Ubuntu Linux, we we will check if Python it's already installed. So usually in these operating systems, Python is already there. But here, let's check. So remember, everything here happens with the terminal. So we go on Show All Applications. We type in here terminal. We were having some results from the previous video, which was about Git, but let's clear the screen. We would like to remove everything from the screen now, right? So now let's check Python. So to start with Python, we use the keyword Python, right? Python or Python 3. But let's start with the keyword Python because we want to start with it. All right, so we type in here Python. As you can see, Python is not even installed. Let's try Python 3. But Python 3 is installed. As you can see, we don't even have to worry about that anymore. But there is a bit of a, now let's exit. To exit, we basically type in here exit with these brackets, and then we press enter. So this is a good thing. This is surprisingly good. As you can see, it's one of the latest version is Python 3.12, but then Python 3.10, this is one version that we are using as well. So as long as it's Python 3, it's fine. So when we say Python 3, we basically mean the very first number that we have after Python, Python 3. So with respect to the course, Hyperion Dev course, let's go to the repository that you will be exposed to anyway. That's the Hyperion Dev GitHub repository. And we were there a couple of, in the previous video. So what we need to do, it will be given to you, right? We will give this repository to you, but then we would like you to be able just to see your stream. It will be software engineering, full stack development, data science, or cyber security. You will just pick one. You don't need to pick everything, but you'll be fine. So what we want to check is the starter pack. So in the starter pack, we have all of these softwares. We've seen Git already, but then now let's click on Python, get started. And yeah, so what we've done, we can download Python, but then it's okay. But for Linux, we prefer to install it this way. That will be installed. Remember, we are having Python 3.10, but then if I want to install Python now, let's assume that we don't have it. We go to the terminal, we follow these steps. Remember, my user as Julian can't do that, so I need to do SU to be a super user, and I put my password here. All right. And then I paste that command that I took up there, and then it will basically run. While it's running, let me take the second command here. All right. Something just happened, but let's carry on. All right. Perfect. So I was saying that I basically take the second link, right? I take the second link and then I go to the terminal. As you can see, everything is done with the first, not the second link, the second command. As you can see, the first command is done. Let me paste the second command to install Python 3. Yeah, and Python 3 is been installed. So if I exit to basically get into my name, and then I type in here Python. Yeah, of course. I mean, we just need to change a couple of things, and then let's type in here Python 3. Sorry, Python 3. Yeah, so we have Python 3. I mean, it didn't remove the previous Python, so we can leave it like that. Now, a last thing, or let's say before the last, let's even check if our Python is working. So we go in Python 3, and then, or let's basically clear the screen first. Yes, we have the screen cleared. Now we type in here Python 3. We are here in Python 3 now. Now let's do a very simple example. We'll print hello Julian. Hello Julian. And then we should see hello Julian somewhere here. And that's exactly what we want. And Python can also do some basic operations like additions and all of these type of things. But when you see that, it means that your Python has been installed correctly. All right, let me exit. The last thing to do, we would like to have Python instead of typing Python 3. I think it would be better. So what we need to do is to basically check something. So to basic like when you type a command like this, right? Or when you type Python, it basically goes into the computer and check, is there any application like that? Does it exist in the computer? To know exactly which application it's looking for, we type in here reach Python 3, and then it gives us that. But then now, if I want only to type Python 3, and sorry, if I want to type Python instead of Python 3, I'll do alias Python. So I want that to be to be wherever Python 3 is, oh, sorry, I wanted to copy. It's fine. Let's do alias Python. That should be equal to, I'll type it out, user bin. And I'm basically copying what is written here and then Python 3. And then I press enter. Now, if I type in here Python, it should bring it Python 3 instead of telling me that it's not existing. So that's a little trick that will allow you to make sure that your Python it's actually working well when you type in there Python. It will assist a lot when you'll have to install VS Code, which will be the next and our very last video. So good luck again, and I really hope that you will be coding well in Python. So cool. See you in the next one.